Bethesda Software proudly presents in association with TES3OS.com/YouTube, a 2002 game works. A loading screen ruins it all. So now you know exactly what bloody game I'm playing, but nonetheless, hello and welcome to Morrowind. The third Elder Scrolls game, and in my opinion, the best Elder Scrolls game. Normally you play games where I'm not either very knowledgeable or completely even aware of the game's existence until I launch it, but in Morrowind's case, I have a few thousand hours in my belt of just wandering through Vardenfell. Only a few game finishes, and the last time I actually launched it was in 2005. So it's been 10 years since I played Morrowind. 10 bloody years since I played Morrowind, but this is a game that I did play before, and I did play a lot of before. So the first video is unfortunately going to be something of a show-off, so I can possibly ease into the game a bit more and declare henceforth and from here on now that I am the alpha male when it comes to this. At any rate, I'm using only graphic enhancing mods and patches, as well as some very minor rebalancing patches. Nothing too major. I am hoping that it all works. It's been a while since I was playing around with modding Morrowind, but it's a game where everything can fall apart, but you have a construction set to bring it back in. I haven't launched this version yet from GOG, having lost my physical copies ages ago. At any rate, with no further ado, they have taken you from an imperial prison, first by carriage and now by boat, to the east to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. It has to be to the letter. It shall be followed by stand up, there you go, you were dreaming, what's your name? I am ruining everything, but I'm hyped, I'm beyond hyped for this.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat, to the east, to Morrowind.
Fear not, for I am watchful.
Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Thanks, Geob.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
I am, of course, called Richard. Well, not even the last night's storm could wake you. I've heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say
Quiet,
we reached
here comes the
Morrowind.
guard.
I'm sure they'll let us go.
Wow. There is something wrong with your textures.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Where you get off. Come with me.
I get off all the time, sir. Just looking at your beautiful, beautiful buttocks. There is only one chance for you to pass through him, and it is before the stairs, like so. Many of the voice lines used over here, well, all of the voice lines used at the very starting part are one of a kind. So the sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and he'll show you to the census office.
Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You are slightly... Oh, that's why you are blurry. It's the field of vision bit. So that's a mod I haven't ever used before. Wow.
Let's go. Move it along.
You finally arrived, but our records are not sure from where.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Okay. I shall be a wood elf. I'm fucking always a wood elf. Because wood elves have bonuses to 4 of the 5 skills that I actually enjoy. Sneak, marksman, light armor, acrobatics. Alchemy can also be useful, although alchemy is for the most part broken beyond belief. Great, I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me to the office and they will finish your release.
Great, I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released.
Ooh.
There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
You can answer his questions, 10 generic questions that will best describe your character. You can give him the info, which will just pick a class. You should always just go with create custom class. You can answer his questions just to see the unique voice lines, because most of the game is not voice acted role. Or it's a reading game. Characters respond to you when you pass them, but almost all the dialogues are just a fucking block of text. Fill out the forms yourself, allows you to, should you have any idea about the game, and if you bought a physical copy, as I did, you can read through the manual. Remember that? Where there were fucking manuals printed out? Yes, you could read through a manual what exactly you want to have. Now the game has a specialization in combat, magic or stealth, giving you plus 10 to all of these, I believe, a bonus of some kind. Favorite attributes gives you a bonus to each one of those. Actually, specialization doesn't give you anything from what I recall. At any rate, favorite attributes, there is a bunch of them. Personality is a good starting one. And if you want to meta game, if you want to power game, endurance is good. Luck, you can never actually increase by more than 1 other than over here. Intelligence, strength. Let's just be speedy and silly. No, hit targets and melee is pretty good. So personality, agility, major skills shall be... I remember spending hours at school just picking the best combinations. You want to have a fighting skill in your major skills. At least one, so long blade is a good one. You will also want to have, and we need this to be stealth, because there is a +5 bonus, yes. There is also security needed to have it up as quickly as possible. I might change them along, I'm just seeing these for the first time in fucking ages. I will take light armor into minors. Athletics and acrobatics allow you to level up really quickly, so acrobatics are a good idea. Security, sneaking is essential for us. Archery is amazing for us as well. Not sure if in the majors, but definitely somewhere in there. Speechcraft is amazing for us. And what is archery? That will be in stealth, marksman. Alright, axe. So let's see. Long blade, security, sneak, speechcraft, marksman. I might change something in here. Light armor, athletics, acrobatics, block. I'm missing something important. Short blade, no, and even though short blade is best with sneaking, this is not a good sneaking game. Let's go restoration. And the block is also decent for much later in the game. Meddling adventurer. I think so. Interesting. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be? Now, very good. Interesting is later.
Very good. The letter that preceded you...
I need to grab a microphone and fucking drop it.
And what would that be?
The sign to take is... there are 3 good signs. Warrior is good because it gives you plus 10 attack points. So which is to hit, essentially. The game uses a 100-point skill scale. And it's everything generated inside of it is random. Another really good one is Steed, which gives you plus 25 speed, and Lady. Personality, endurance, plus 25 to both. It is probably the most powerful one. There are others. There is, for example, Ritual, garbage. Shadow, garbage. Thief, garbage. Tower. Tower isn't bad. In the interest of power gaming, you pick Lady. Interesting. Ah, shit! Make sure this information is correct. God damn it, I forgot to show off. So Richard, the Wood Elf, a meddling adventurer worshipping the Lady. Incredibly low health, not very good magicka, is going to get destroyed by anyone who does as much as fucking look at him. But a good trader, marksman, and a thief. Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
For release by Emperor Uriel Septim VII's decree to the district of Wardenfell in the province of Morrowind. Morrowind is the region inhabited almost exclusively by Dark Elves. And... well, Wardenfell is an island in the middle of said region. We'll be hearing a whole lot of grab him. Do you take me for a fool? This was your last mistake, thief. You terrible thief. You cowardly thief. That's cheating what I'm doing right now. Goodbye. That's essentially cheating. You terrible thief! Grab him!
You've stolen for the last time.
They are purposefully using other.
Your last mistake, thief.
They are purposefully continued through to the next building and talk to Salus Gravius.
You'll go no further until you have your papers.
Oh, I actually don't remember that because I never did that. Nice.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Salus Gravius.
They never again say any fucking voice lines for the entire game. The entire game is just mutes with no voice lines up until the very end bad guy, which I normally don't even bother killing. We now have a third-person camera. Oh my god, the controls are... You should learn how to fight. I don't have a sneaking... Oh, there it is. Lower left corner. A sneaking icon. Not going to take the glass bottle. They added animations to taking these, which is pretty sweet. I'm taking all of this because it's a way to level up your... Now brace your anus. Alchemy. By eating random fucking plants that you don't know what they do, you will be leveling up your alchemy. The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. And it says things about every star. No pictures for most of them, but there are enough. The game has an ungodly amount of written text, dialogue, journal entries and stuff like that. Worn Iron Dagger. There will be a message underneath it reminding someone about a wager and asking to make the dagger as sharp as either a tooth or a claw. Okay. Silverware is nice to steal. I'll take the crab meat as well. The alcohol, flint, because it weighs only 1 and it has a value of 100. And most importantly, the apprentice's lockpick. Oh, paper has more worth than it used to. Did I take these? I did not. Okay, there was a way to get things into your quick slots. And as soon as I fucking remember how to do that, we'll just be cruising. You don't need to be as big. You only need to know where my skills are at. Sneaking probably did not increase at all, no. Neither one of this did. Athletics did because I kept on moving, right? First attempt, sweet. And the gold pieces are actually now looking like gold pieces. It was green septims when I played it. That's the graphical mod though. You now have a map menu. This is Wardenfell. If you were bothering with Tamriel Reconstructed mod, which probably never will come to be, you could also see the surrounding provinces which belong to the rest of Morrowind. This is Solstheim, an island from the DLC, not DLC, the expansion. Back then it was called expansions. And we are starting in the small town of Seda. Now the only quest that everyone is doing: engraved ring of healing for a peculiar elven creature. We now have a magic menu, which is sweet. I can make you longer. I need to equip you. Yes, equip the spell.
Your papers, please.
Salus Gravius. Salus Gravius is receiving prisoners to Wardenfell. It kind of became a prison colony of sorts, not quite to the extent that Gothic was, but that you had in Gothic, where in Kingdom of Mirtana the nameless hero was sent to the fucking mining colony. Here it's slightly different. Prisoners released get a tiny bit of gold and are sent somewhere else. Now we were released with orders, however. Orders that we are about to receive. He is here to welcome us to Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from the Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are free, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay close attention. Yes, Uriel Septim is still the God Emperor. According to my instruction, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence! Secrecy! Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Tell me about my duties and how I need to go to Balmora to Caius Cosades. Take this package. Take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They will know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you. And a dispersal to your name. 87 gold pieces. What can you tell me about Caius Cosades? Report to Caius Cosades. I can tell you where to find him. But you have to go to the South Wall. Someone will direct you there. What's your trade? I am a knight errant of the Order of Ebenhard. and an Imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise office here in Seidane. I'll just increase this a bit. Goodbye, friend. There is one more thing I need to do, however, before we leave. And that is to drop every fucking single last piece of equipment I managed to steal. I'm not sure if the ring will be taken away from me. I don't think so. But everything else will. And thusly, willing to game the system as much as possible. This limeware platter is the most valuable thing I've stolen. I temporarily borrowed. The books are worth 50 each as well, so that's not a bad price. Of course, 50 is the base price with our mercantilism of 5, 10. It won't be quite as sweet. It will, however, be sufficient to provide us with a tiny bit of something. I don't think the gold will be taken away from me. The firmament. This key, the southern warehouse.
You've stolen for the last.
What are you doing? We'll let your actions go for now, but once you release stuff like that, will get you arrested again. Sweet, Caius. No. Salis. Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh. You've been given these directions and a package of documents. Don't show them to anyone. Do not attempt to read the documents in the package. The package has been sealed and your tempting will be discovered and punished. Follow these instructions. Proceed to the town of Balmora. Remember, you owe your life and freedom to the Emperor. I accidentally have read what the package was saying. I remember there being an RPG which actually had you punished if you did that to the secret package that you were given. That's a piece of paper. It's also empty. But I don't think that's the case in this one. At any rate, welcome to motherfucking Morrowind. After this brief intro, you will just get a message from the game's creators, the game's designers. And then you are out to just do whatever you wish. Press J to use a journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check out Ariel's trade house up to the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. And this is what the key is for. A 45 lock level is probably a bit too much for our meddling hands. However, we do need to level up our thieving skills somehow. So, crouch over here so you're not visible. Try to open this gate. It increased my lockpicking by a slight and tiny amount. It's 18 now. That's after one failure and 2 successes. And this little elf over here, Fargeth. How you doing, the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of a dime. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I am willing to know more about the ring you speak of. I may have more information about it. I swear one of the guards has it. Yes, I found it. Take it. His disposition towards us is already starting quite high because we are the same member of the same race as he is, and our personality traits as well as speechcraft are high enough for the disposition to be here already. So giving him the ring automatically gets you to 100 always, and get a merchant inside that little hovel over there to have better disposition towards you. However, we are going to ask for the latest rumors. I heard there have been some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's an island. It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Wardenfell. Solstheim? I've heard of the place. I believe there is an Imperial fort up there. Fort Frostmoth or something. If you want to go there, check around and cool. There may be a ship that will take you. What's your little advice? Always carry a couple of restore health, fatigue, cure disease and cured blight potions with you. What's the rumors? I've heard that the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. Not surprisingly, he wasn't well liked around here. So you're saying he's been killed? Anyhow, we need to offload our stolen goods.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
I thank you. This is depending on your dispositions, our disposition with that person. If since we are here for the first time, and I believe that to be a new voice line as well, because some of the voice lines have been cut out from the release. The patch that I've applied perhaps has restored them. So at any rate, characters have different responses to you depending on their dispositions towards you. That's pretty simple, right? You can learn important things from any one of these random dilly-dallying bastards. So Ariel Straight House, our next destination, where we will offload all of our goods.
Yes, Outlander?
Most of the people on this island are Dunmers.
Welcome.
Dark elves.
If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all.
He will mention how he heard that our friend has... No, his disposition with us stands already at very high amounts. Okay, that's awesome. So what's the popular scrolls? Vigor and Vitality are best-selling bargain items. What's the popular... This is kind of a tutorial-esque town. People are a bit more elaborate about the simplest of things. But from here you can go anywhere and do anything. There isn't the dragons are attacking, you are the chosen one. Or some bullshit about being seen in your dreams. Just a package to Balmora, which you don't even fucking have to carry over there. Ever. Even if you want to beat the main game, finish the main quest, you don't have to go to Balmora at any point in the fucking game. Cure common disease, little advice. Anything? Practice our skills. Yes. Practice on creatures and outlaws and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. What's the rumors? I heard that Hriskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Hriskar is the recipient of the message regarding the dagger. Can't seem to win a wager these days. There isn't anything else. It's just like this. No fucking dialogue entry now. He just gives you a slight hint to talk with Hriskar. Or that he just tells you that Hriskar has financial troubles. We'll go there. It will look, and we will learn that he indeed has them, and he will propose a little deal. At any rate, little advice, practice the skills. Let us barter, my friend. I have in my possession a whole fucking lot of stolen goods, and I want gold instead. So get rid of the heaviest ones first. Eventually in Morrowind, as in all games of this sort by Bethesda, you will have to decide what weight to value ratio you will decide to keep. I will need to equip as much light armor as possible. Light armor is Chitin for now. There are no set bonuses, so don't worry about that. So Chitin is light armor, but we'll get to that in a moment. Some of the icons, actually many of the icons have been changed. Not the armor ones, but potion ones, scroll ones, that's certain. Or is it just the glow from the scrolls? I believe it's just the glow. This is a short blade, so I don't need it at all. I would be completely useless with it. Master is weighing a ton. At the note to Hriskar, not needed. Firmament, stolen, so The next time someone looks at me suspiciously, I will have to cough it up, regardless. I will also give you... Yeah, well, I can actually sell this to you. You have enough gold. You can soften up merchants before you trade with them and increase their disposition before trying to trade. With persuasion rolls, you can flatter them, threaten, or insult. At any rate, silver candlestick also not needed for me. Not necessary in the slightest. So we will take the chitin short bow, or I'm not sure if this was the game where you can try to increase the price and they will sometimes agree. It is. For now that's all I needed, because we will be richer before we leave this town and I will have more things to sell him.
You may speak.
I fucking love the voices. It's maybe nostalgia, but I really like the voices. At any rate, the merchant's gold refreshes either every 24 hours or every week. I believe it's every 24 hours. And this is Kriska, Flatfoot, a Nord. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. Well, speak up, Kriska. Oh, you know my name. But I do. That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes. Lost a bit of money. 9 holes is an Argonian, a race of lizardmen. Normally I'd be fine. We usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargus. He's come up light the couple weeks when I've been shaking him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fagot's hiding place. He sneaks somewhere every night. Wait at him at the top of the lighthouse. And split it with me. Sure, I will do it. Excellent! Here is what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Yes. Lighthouse, nighttime, Seidanen. Rafflet the Braggart is, I believe, the owner of this place. He can help me train, and if I increase his disposition with either admiring, let's see how it goes, it's all random. That's nice to hear. Admire him more! You are a wonderful swordsman. I have heard many tales of your exploits. And Dashley would hope you could spend some time teaching me what you've learned. The higher you are on the persuasion bit, the more difficult it is to get the following one. This also actually levels my speechcraft. I don't think going higher than 85 with just persuasion is going to succeed. Not with our stats. I'm going to bribe him. Ooh, he resisted. I'm going to admire him. Now I'm going to bribe him. I'm going to admire him. We failed. God damn it, Morrowind. Okay. So the training has dropped by some gold pieces, as you've seen. Unfortunately, we also... Oh, we didn't lose any gold. You don't give him the gold and then his disposition changes. You offer him the gold. Alone will tell us about cities, such as Pelagiat, which will be on our way, actually. North from Vivek to Balmora, right on the western edge of Ascadian Isles region. Each region, which is actually, in my opinion, quite fucking amazing, has its own flora and fauna. Balmora, we got Alone's directions to Balmora. It's quite interesting that she would go so far as to give us a note regarding it, but perhaps there is something else going on here. Caldera is another one. It's a city we will not visit for a while, viewer. Similarly, Ebonheart. No, similarly Vivek we will not visit for a while. It's the capital of this place, where the god emperor of the Dunmers. An actual god is residing. An Ebonheart where we will actually have to go rather quickly as soon as we rest. She will not offer us any training, for it is not available to the public. Our little friend Alone is member of a guild that
Yes?
perhaps was informed of our coming, and
Masera.
Dusty has given us slightly more regarding the Balmora route than she normally would. Now, when playing Morrowind, you fucking click F5 every time you blink, because first of all, the game is somewhat unstable,
Yes?
and this stump over there is Faggot's hiding place. The game is very unstable, and you might just get fucked by a random stroke of luck. At any rate, he's looking at me, so I will approach him from this direction until he reacts.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
Now wait till he stops turning my way for a few seconds, and I'm going to just walk right in. Surprisingly, the guards inside do not mind me being in here. Since I did not break in, I walked in with... these are bottles. I walked in with a key.
Go ahead.
I shall. I shall take everything you've ever held dear in your entire miserable life. There is a lot of alchemical ingredients and some weapons, heavy ones in here. Skooma, weight 1, value 500. If we ever get caught with it, we are in trouble. There will also be moon sugar in here. Which also... skooma is a drug, a very potent drug. These are the arrows. I wasn't completely sure if there are arrows in here, but I believed so. That's why I didn't make any purchases at Ariel's before I confirm my suspicions. At any rate, skooma is a very powerful drug made out of the moon sugar. Supposedly you cannot get healed. There is no way of getting rid of a skooma addiction. But they say the same about vampirism, and there are books claiming otherwise. I love the field of view bit. So the problem with skooma is that I will not be able to just sell it to Ariel like that. Iron Claymore is pretty fucking sweet. I'll take the Claymore as our weapon of choice until until we find a better weapon. Now you can also steal these. You can leave the fucking town with a whole lot of money. I will eat one of the moon sugars. I think control just gives you one. Moon sugar has no effect on you. What about you? Scriv jelly has no effect on you. Jerky has no... but I believe our alchemy is increasing. No, it's only increasing when we get... when we discover what they do. I am getting effects. Oh yeah, it did increase very, very slightly. Bread has no effect on you. I'm pretty sure it should, but maybe it's also depending on our alchemical skill. At any rate, I shall drop something heavy so we can move on. 570, 2950, 610. Imperial Steel Cuirass, as all Imperial armor, is necessary to be recognized as a member of the Imperial Guard, which we are not. So wearing it would give us would somewhat incriminate us. At the same time, if you actually join the Imperial Guard and don't have the armor
How
on
can I
you,
help you?
they will not be willing to talk to you before you put your uniform back on. Cheerios. Welcome to Seidanen, stranger. I am the trainer that you will most of the time spend trying to convince to increase your skills. She's my trainer, more or less, essentially. An interesting thing is that the higher a character's stats are, so her speechcraft and personality are quite high, the more difficult it is to sway them to be more favorable towards you. As you can see over here, she's hating us, and it goes both ways. If the disposition drops very low, it is so much harder to have this work again. So we have found ourselves our first enemy, who will not train us at all, and who will not tell us her little secrets, not give us. Oh, she does give us advice. Nothing I would tell to you. Get lost. Adraria Vandaccia, our first real enemy. Oh my, they really did some fucking work on the graphics. Jeez, this looks... Okay, there are better looking games right now, definitely, but Morrowind's Water always looked ridiculously good when it came out in 2002, and this just looks fucking beautiful. Ouch. This drop has actually increased my acrobatics skill. Rashan. Hello, Richard. I am Rashan. This is Seidane. Haven't seen the local one in a while, though. Not that anyone is complaining. He's having... I thought he has slaver's shackles, but alas, he does not. Slavery is not illegal in this part of the world, and I have finally fucking found how you do the quick item bit. So I need my lockpick. Why under 4? Because in all of the history of me playing Morrowind, I had my melee under 1 and my range under 2 and lockpick under 4. I will get caught if I do this. Will I not? Who's fucking seeing? Could be the... No one. Sometimes you just don't get the icon.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
It is a wondrous encounter indeed. Even once I rob you, blind, I will still claim it as a wonderful encounter, and so will you. Oblivious to the truth. So since we'll be spending some time in Seidanen, I shall... Oh, I have to get rid of Moonsugar and Skooma, otherwise he will not trade with me.
How do you do?
That is to simulate that they will not buy it. So I will just stash them on your counter right here. He won't mind. You have to find criminals to buy this stuff. No respected member of the community will ever buy these from you. So 148 gold. I'll get you all of these and all of the hound meat. I shouldn't have sold the black... I shouldn't have eaten the black... What was it called? Do you have one? No, you don't. There is a... black something plant, which is required for a quest for the Mages Guild, which I will fucking fail now. Because... or rather, I will not immediately succeed on it because I don't have it. Yeah, it's been a while since I played the game. I don't need clothes anymore, because I will have armor on myself. You can wear a shirt with your armor, you cannot wear pants. So we have ourselves Chitin Boots, Cuirass, Left Gauntlet. One of the pauldrons was missing, that's right. And pants were missing. Never mind the pants selling. I think I will give you the iron claymore actually. Because you have a saber from what I remember. There it is. Iron saber. And I will get the shield. Meaning we are missing a pauldron. We are missing a helmet. But otherwise we should be Gucci. I will need something from you, however, my friend. Guide to Vardenfell, I would rather die. Scroll of Alm CV intervention, really good. Destructive scrolls. Open 40 to 60 on touch, not a bad one. That's extremely expensive. I think Alm CV's intervention is a good idea. This is our get out of combat free card. And 5 fatigue. Now I'd rather get 2 of these. So the total cost is at a 105. Let us try to break it down to 102. That's how you level up mercantilism. Alright, one more thing. I did start with restoration in one of my selected skills. I just need to get myself a restorative spell in that case. Thank you. So 700 gold. Their disposition drops if you are butt naked, but thankfully he's enough of our friend to not be bothered by that. Disposition also drops if you are brandishing, I should say, a weapon in front of them. At any rate, the second one is our chitinous bow. I also need to manually equip the arrows. And now there are 2 things we can do. The first one of them is the missing tax collector. A tax collector has gone missing. And he wasn't necessarily liked too much. That's the information we get. So let's ask slightly more about it. He wasn't well liked around here. Let's ask some more locals. Perhaps they have information about the whereabouts of this particular.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Foreign Gilnitz shack. And there is just randomly chosen a shack. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Oh, you don't say anything to me. You have a book that will increase my mercantile skill to 11. There is another book that increases your skills on the top of the lighthouse. At any rate, I need the... So, as talking with the person in question has... The person in the inn has allowed us to uncover where exactly some of the cities are. Pelagiat, for example, is on the way to Balmora. Caldera is way up north. Vivek is a massive city, the biggest one in this game, and Ebonheart is just close. Ebonheart, the imperial harbor of sorts, the base of the imperial power in the region, is just west of it. Fight has started. Oh, fight has ended immediately. Maybe against this. I don't remember if it's bash or slash which is best with a saber. Unfortunately, this is Morrowind's combat. You swing until you roll properly. So that's combat, sneaking, and persuasive maneuvers in the game are, let's be honest, very fucking lacking. It's not too enjoyable. There are 3 methods of attack. Okay, thankfully we did manage to get the Kfama Forager. They don't attack you until you aggro them. Now with all of this foliage, it's more difficult to find Processus Vitellius, but I still managed to do just that quite fine. So the tax record is going to be sort of a clue. Seidonen Census and Excise Office. Ariel paid 450, Draren Tiralas paid 200. So from the ones missing the payments, 2 of them have about 100 gold to pay, 2 of them have below that, and 1 of them is owing 225. Happens to just be the person we talked to. This was a Kwama hatchling, I guess it's called. Kwama or Kwama, or however you wish to pronounce it, are creatures that are used for their eggs. They are livestock of sorts, but they are livestock that is held in mines. It's somewhat of a... oh, a fish has attacked me. It's somewhat of a strange method of getting to do your farming. But they set up a queen in a complex of caves and wait until she starts laying down eggs. That makes sense, I swear. Since Processius Taxasius was a member of this office, I will go directly to Sususius Ergala and notify him about the murder. Murdered? What a waste. Processius was a good man. I had been wondering why we hadn't heard from him in a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the money he collected? I hate to be so callous, but I do have a job to do. Yes, I found 200 septins on his body. You did? How odd that he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated. I can tell you that I won't forget this, Richard. In fact, if you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murderer of Processius punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him justice, and the census and excise office will pay you 500 septins. Rather than the 200 I just given away. From the...
Do you want something?
From the body. Glare is pretty sweet. Alright, I should be moving like this. This is an unfortunate part about Morrowind, but... anyhow, Luminous Russula. You failed to gather anything... that's new. That's really new. I didn't ask for this. It's changed by a mod of some sort. There are 3 more mushrooms I need to gather. And gathering the Draggle tails is the Coda flowers. So not the tiny bits next to them, but the big flowers is potentially going to give you a plant which is worth a lot. There was some on this tree or on this tree over there. Ah, goddammit. My fatigue, lower left corner, is very low. Thankfully, these fucking beasts are quite slow. Hypna-fuck. There is one more to gather. It will all make sense soon enough, my friends. It's another it's another mushroom which grows on trees. Or rather, lives off of trees. There it is, Bungler's Bane. If you want to have anything to do with the Mages Guild, before you leave the fucking city, you
Where's
do
that
this.
slave? Here not long ago.
Taver Vedrano. I forgot to take the ring off of his body. Oh no, no, there was no ring on his body. The ring is at the murderer's place. How are things for you? Process is murdered, no! Tell me it's not so! He was the gentlest man I've ever met! He and I had become so close in the past few months, I don't know what I will do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice, and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. Angry? Well, not even angry. I suppose I saw him arguing once with foreign Gilneth about his taxes. He thought Processus has been levying too much and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Processus wouldn't have done such a thing. I'm sure of it. Please find out what happened, friend. And if you find out what became of the ring, it would ease my heart. It was dear to him. I would like it to remember him by. Very well, my friend. Being a generous being, I will also not steal too much from you. But the Wraith's wedding dowry is absolutely fucking going with me. So, since we are here already, what was the button to wait? There it is! Let's wait for 4 hours. And that is the skulking, sneaking Fargath, going about his business. Hey, they really did some fucking work on the graphics in this game. Jeez. There is a way to not die when falling over here. Okay, well. I did miss the tree, but we still haven't died. I made the moon bigger, by the way. It's just a thing that it's like a perversion of mine when it comes to Morrowind. The moon, well, there are 2 moons actually. It has to be fucking huge. And it's a very simple little command that you have to put in. He's putting his stash inside the hollowed out tree trunk. Make sure not to talk to him right now, or your disposition with the person will drop significantly. Ring lockpick gold. There is no world where I will be able to kill Gnilith right now. No world. I will, however, be honest with people. Hriska's Flatfoot. I did find the hiding place. He removes 300 gold from my inventory, gives me back only 100 of it. But it will eventually increase my reputation. Eventually. Doing things like that eventually will increase my disposition with, in general, everyone. Making everything easier. I do need to rest. Who do I talk about?
Yes, Outlander.
Greetings.
What do you want?
Services.
Can I help you out?
Probably with the owner of the place, eh? Wait. Are you the owner of the place? Someone finally got him, huh? That's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector. Only one who could stomach him at all was Tavir over in the lighthouse. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. He's a battle mage. Okay, so how in the fuck do I get to rest in this little hovel over here? Oh, it's not an inn per se, it's even bigger. Oh, if I try to rest, I'm going to get fucked. Because of the tribunal expansion, I'll get assassinated. I've got attacked by a person I have no chance of winning again.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
Please succeed. Please succeed. Please succeed! Well, at least my restoration increased. Okay, so we have a problem now. We don't have enough hit points to accomplish anything. There was one other thing to do in this town. A tiny thing. Other than, of course, the murder of the tax collector. It is speaking with a man who walks in tatters and asking him for a little advice. Well, there is more than one thing to do, but that's the thing that I remember still. Do they have the mod for... Okay, this mod is incorporated. Sweet. Flakes walking in the water over here, not on the water. And these slit striders, these massive bugs, are going to be our mean of communication, of transportation in the future. Not quite currently though, because there is a lot. Jeez, this is beautiful. There is still things to do. But before I go any further, I will start rendering the episodes, check if everything is correct. If not, I will have to fucking edit it for hours and not... Okay, here is the guy. Next time we'll talk to Vodonius Nusius.